Twitter has recently decided to enforce a politically correct, one-sided application of its terms of service, which for all practical purposes justifies censorship. They will now bar people from misgendering or dead-naming those in the transgender community. They call it hateful conduct, and the thought police are slowly taking over social media. What could go wrong? So if you choose to side with the Bible, biology, history, and science on the issue of sex and gender, you may soon be banned, at least by Twitter, YouTube, Google, or Facebook. So what in the world is misgendering? It's when someone refers to an individual with the pronouns he or she, pronouns that apparently no longer correlate with said person's chosen gender identity. One example would be to refer to Caitlyn Jenner as he instead of she. I'll simply add that Caitlyn and those who emulate him need our prayers. Today's PC terminology also includes the word dead naming, which is when someone uses a transgender person's former name, like Bruce, instead of their new name, like Caitlyn. Now, my take is that if someone legally changes their name out of respect, use that name. It's that simple. So, Twitter recently updated its hateful conduct policy to ban those who do not comply, and this is just now receiving some national attention. Here's what part of this policy states, quote, "We prohibit targeting individuals with repeated slurs, tropes, or other content that intends to dehumanize, degrade, or reinforce negative or harmful stereotypes about a protected category. This includes targeted misgendering or dead naming of transgender individuals," end quote. So depending on the severity of the offense, Twitter has reserved the right to ask you to remove the content in question and serve a period of time in Twitter jail before being allowed to tweet again. They can also suspend your account. Now, Facebook has similar procedures which basically censor people who do not comply with politically correct standards, or they'll censor those who are overtly Christian. Trans activists, of course, praise the policy change, calling Twitter a more positive and safe place. But when they refer to the use of these words, other content, that's quite a wide range of potential offenders, right? Also, notice they use the word intends. So now they're in the business of proving intent as well. Now, defenders of truth and common sense, such as Ben Shapiro, said Twitter is fighting science and basic facts of human reproduction that are not subjective. He tweeted back, quote, "So, Twitter is now banning people for stating the basic scientific fact that men are men and women are women, and that men cannot become women simply by thinking themselves so. Twitter versus reality," end quote. Now, Twitter rationalized the controversial stance by explaining its research has shown, quote, "some groups of people are disproportionately targeted with abuse online. Those groups include women, people of color, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual individuals, marginalized, and historically underrepresented communities." Did you get all that? Now, this is serious. This is totalitarian and very dangerous. These policies oppose the faith of tens of millions of Americans who simply believe biblical teachings about God as creator and that natural marriage and family are not only ordained by God, but are necessary to a strong, healthy society. We'll see how much pushback this will get by those who support religious freedoms, but let's make sure we continue loving others and pointing them to the truth of Jesus Christ, who died for their sins and ours, in the hopes that they too might turn to him and be saved. I'm David Fiorazo. God bless you, and keep speaking the truth about things that matter.